Today, we'll be reviewing LeadCarrot, which is a cloud-based B2B lead generation platform. As per their demo video, the primary source of data is Google. While it's an easy-to-use tool, it doesn't gather ample data about businesses, nor does it capture a lot of leads, as we will see. The data points that LeadCarrot offers is very limited. It captures basic information about the company, such as the name, business email address, phone number, website, whether said website has SSL enabled, whether it's mobile responsive, their Google listing URL and ratings, whether it has a Facebook pixel, which is important for determining whether they're advertising, their Yelp, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube URLs, as well as other statistics about their YouTube channel. The pricing doesn't make much sense and is borderline tricky. The monthly package is priced at $47 per month, but the annual package is $797, which actually works out to be 40% more expensive on a monthly basis. It is unfortunate that some people may be blindly subscribing to the annual package under the assumption that it's discounted without actually doing the math. LeadCarrot doesn't cap you at the number of searches you can use from your monthly allotment in one go. For example, you can execute your entire allowance of searches in a day, but this doesn't really matter if they're missing leads. Ultimately, you end up with significantly fewer results anyway. Let's perform a search for restaurants in Toronto. We'll keep the radius at the maximum to capture as many leads as possible. As we can see, the query took roughly 2 minutes to perform, which is extremely quick. Only 38 businesses were captured though. From those, email addresses were found for only 7 of those businesses. So while it's quick to execute searches, it misses a lot of businesses. And every single business missed is potentially a lost sale. As noted from the homepage, LeadCarrot captured basic information about the business, their business email address, phone number, website, whether the website has SSL or is mobile responsive, their Google listing URL, ratings, pixel detection for Google and Facebook to gauge whether they're advertising, Yelp listing and ratings, social profiles such as Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. LeadCarrot also has basic search filters to narrow down your results. LeadCarrot has a Go higher level integration to use as a CRM, which is a totally separate company and product that would need to be purchased. Otherwise, LeadCarrot has no ability to do outreach or manage leads directly from within their own dashboard. LeadCarrot doesn't capture employee contacts, tell you whether the business's website has SEO issues, allow you to search for custom HTML within websites, let you generate audit reports that can be sent to prospective clients, and a slew of other essential features. Most importantly though, LeadCarrot doesn't capture a lot of businesses and email addresses. Surely, capturing only 7 email addresses for restaurants in a massive city like Toronto means you're missing out on a lot of potential customers. With that, we conclude our review of LeadCarrot. Thank you for watching. Now, let's take a look at LeadSwift. LeadSwift is the most powerful local B2B lead generation platform. Beyond capturing basic information about businesses worldwide, such as websites, social profiles, and reviews, it also captures the email addresses and even those of specific people working there. As we will see, LeadSwift's proprietary technology means it gets more businesses and email addresses than anything out there. It also scans the business's websites for deficiencies or custom HTML, allowing you to target those that desperately need your product. LeadSwift then lets you send personalized emails to these leads in bulk, and even schedule follow-ups based on custom triggers. Let's try a search. We'll search for restaurants in Toronto. We can search for text or HTML in specific websites, such as powered by XYZ agency, but this won't be necessary for our purposes. That's it. We'll get an email notification once it completes. The search is complete. As we can see, it took roughly an hour. Processing time depends on whether a similar query has been run before, so it can be a lot faster or slower. It shouldn't matter though, since you receive an email notification when the search completes. So there's no need to wait around. The best part is, if someone performs the same query later and LeadSwift gets more matching businesses, it'll notify you. You can even rerun the same query multiple times to get more businesses. If your email provider has daily send limits, you can specify it here. You can also limit the number of emails to contact for any given business. LeadSwift has a built-in exclude list for invalid emails, so you won't have invalid email addresses like other platforms. As well, you can and should specify your own SMTP details so that any communication sent is from your own email address. You can create simple email templates or set up extensive email sequences based on optional triggers. Here, we've created a contact sequence for businesses that don't have a website. You can use dynamic tokens to send highly personalized emails in bulk. For example, LeadSwift would replace this business name token with the business's actual name when sending out emails. In the contact sequence, we can also schedule follow-ups. For example, if the person opens the email but doesn't respond. Let's go back to our search results. In terms of the number of leads, we can see that LeadSwift captured a massive 3,813 restaurants in Toronto. Some of these might be similar listings, which the detailed report will merge. LeadSwift has far too many data points about every business to list individually in this video. If you want to review it more thoroughly, just pause this video right now. The main ones are already pre-selected, so let's stick to those. One thing that totally sets LeadSwift apart from everything else is the fact that it captures not only the business's email address, but also those of its employees, as well as their names, job titles, and even social profiles. It captures the business's ratings, social metrics, website deficiencies, whether they're advertising anywhere, social profiles, directory listings such as on TripAdvisor, and a lot more. If you're an agency, you can run an audit on any website to include in your outreach campaign. LeadSwift also has a ton of filters. For example, you can filter by businesses that don't have a website, those that have SEO issues, those that don't have a particular social profile, those that aren't running paid ads, and even those that have poor ratings. With the click of a button, we can then contact these businesses using the contact sequence we previously created. Let's export the results. After removing the duplicates, we can confirm 3,805 unique businesses were found. We deduct 1 to account for the title row. Emails were captured for a massive 1,981 businesses, after again deducting 1 for the title row. It's also important to note that these are not the total number of emails, since there are hundreds of employee email addresses for some individual businesses. To emphasize, we have at least one email address for a massive 1,981 businesses. You can see that all of these email addresses are valid. Our exclude settings would have already eliminated invalid email addresses. For the 1,981 businesses where we have emails, let's also see how many total email contacts were captured. So, as we can see, over 62,000 emails were captured. This is just a colossal amount of leads. It's more than absolutely any other tool. Most likely, it's more than all the other tools in the market combined. As you can see, there's nothing that comes close to LeadSwift in terms of the breadth of features, the number of businesses it captures, and most importantly, the number of contacts it captures for those businesses. Just imagine trying to get all of these data points for nearly 4,000 businesses manually. Now imagine also trying to get the contact information for these businesses one by one, searching their websites, social profiles, search engines, LinkedIn profiles, and more. It's a monumental task that would take you months, if not years. With LeadSwift, you can do it in a few minutes with more efficiency. While LeadSwift might be more expensive and slower to process the queries than what's out there, it just isn't worth potentially missing a sale with an inferior product that doesn't capture every possible lead. Every single lead missed by other tools is a potential sale that could have made you hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thank you for watching.